It is that time of day again. The one where you can play Higurashi. Yeah, man, I'm actually really quite excited for today. We're going to be doing more of the console fragment connecting. And, yeah, last time was actually really quite cool. We saw so many, we just saw a lot of more advancements, and we honestly saw so much trivia. I mean, like, well, not really trivia, just things about, I suppose things that obviously could be interpreted as trivia, but also like things that really were behind all of the story that we've actually been creating. I find it so interesting to find about stuff like, you know, the potential side effects of the C-103 drug, and secondly, just, you know, obviously drawing into the stories more that we've already learnt about, and secondly, like, you know, learning about Natsumi, knowing about Nomida's involvement. That actually really quite surprised me. So, yeah, I'm really excited for today. I hope that we're, firstly, what do I hope I'm actually going to expect today? Because I've actually done a little bit of research on what we're going to play today. I hope to read 3 fragments today. Yeah, and I think they may be about Tomoe. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. Oh yeah, Higurashi visual novel players on their way to use every single save slot. How many save slots have I actually used? Oh my god, I've used so many. This is a sad amount. I've never used... By the way, let me just reiterate this. I've not used one of these save slots at all in anything apart from the console arts. I'm not even joking. I didn't even know how to save here, firstly. I thought... I didn't even know. I didn't think the save button worked for me. Wait, hang on a second. I'm really quite confused because I think the save button didn't work for me and... something like that. I don't know. I just really was quite confused. Oh, I don't know. Right, anyway, view new tips. So what's the first one that we're going to read? First day at the Public Relations Office. What the fuck? Fragment? 5? I somehow said fragment and public as an amalgamation of words. Ah? So the Public Relations Office. Oh, this is actually going to be quite interesting. Hang on a second. So is this in Tokihogushi when Yamaoki actually decides to move Tomoe out of the office? A dark corridor stretched out in front of me as I stepped off the elevator. Ooh, looking at that, I was more than just worried. So I was so afraid I couldn't help but flinch. Oh my god, that's actually really quite funny. So I'm assuming because, you know, a really dark corridor, obviously it's confidential. It's going to be somewhere, you know, nobody is going to want to go into. It's going to be really quite secretive. This is really the place, right? As I quietly muttered out to myself, the hallway with no signs of human activity felt cold and a creepy feeling welled up inside me. Oh yeah, fair enough, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that must be really quite creepy, especially just thinking, like, I'm meant to be working here? What the hell? The fluorescent lights were blinking and flashing like they were about to go up. Oh, that's a nightmare. The linoleum floor let out a high-pitched echo with every step I took. Oh my god, so what is linoleum? Just, Alright. Oh, interesting. Look at this. So, well, actually, I'll search it up in the actual good browser I own. Right. Yeah, look at this. So this is the linoleum flooring. Look at that stuff there. Oh, you can't even see it. Yeah, you can just barely see it there. Yep. Don't know if that's ringing any bells for you guys, but it definitely is for me. I could hear the hum of the air conditioner. Oh, and some other mechanical noise. It was harsh and irritating. That's understandable, yeah. The humming of air conditioners, I think it's peaceful, but yeah. Static noise generated by, like, you know, electronical appliances, really, sometimes they're so fucking peaceful, but other times they're really unpleasant, like, you know, mechanical noises, for example. I wouldn't like that. Even back in my college days, when I headed to the university research building in the dead of night to pick up something from the lost and found, it wasn't quite this terrifying a sight. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I could imagine that being really quite unnerving. I couldn't imagine doing that in school. Oh my god. I remember there was this one time where basically there was a flood. We couldn't get home. We had to stay in school until like 6 p.m. And this was very close to when I'd read Minagoroshi. So let me just say all of Minagoroshi, including the end. Yeah, it really creeped me out just because of that. Like, we were all gathered in the hall and I just could not stop thinking about, you know, that equivalent. This went far beyond just cutting costs. It was enough to put you on a true test of courage. Oh yeah, that's understandable. I mean, god, if that's what you have to do to get to work every single day, that must be really unpleasant. Do the facilities personnel hold some animosity towards the department stationed on this floor, or is it because upper management deems them unimportant? Oh, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's the latter. Yeah. The stagnant atmosphere was so heavy that I exhaled multiple deep breaths while holding my rapidly beating chest. Oh, God. Yeah, that must be really quite scary. I hope that somebody just introduces her, obviously, you know, gets all of the pressure off her back. I wanted to turn around immediately and head back to the ground floor if possible, but if my new workplace was through here, my only option was to keep moving forward. Oh yeah, definitely. That's the most scary thing, though. Because imagine if she's accidentally gone to, like, a wrong place in her workplace. But in the end, maybe I should have asked someone to escort me there. You should have, yeah, oh my god. Even so. In addition to the worry that weakened my knees, something felt off. When I heard public relations office, I imagined the facility would be... Yeah, with a big mascot outside the entrance with posters on display and pamphlets available for visitors. It is actually really quite surprising. I mean, why is it so rancid and unpleasant? I kind of get the impression she's accidentally stumbled into, you know, an incorrect place. In fact, when I came down to a previous trip for an interview, it was on the second floor of the National Police Agency building, in a clean, bright office that was open to the public. Yeah, she so got the wrong room. There was a showroom with exhibits on display, and a group of elementary school students were being led on a tour by a smiling female police officer. My god, going to a police station in primary school, fucking hell, that's weird. So partly resigning myself to believing I'd also be working with kids like that more often, and partly trying to change my mindset to fit in with that, I called out to one of the staff members, but... Wait, what? Oh my god, that's so interesting. So Minor, fucking hell, he's really mad at high up the ranks. Wow, so that's Minor. Yeah, understandable that Yamaki has actually signed, you know, her to Minor. Yeah, Minor is just going to see how, you know, the Yusuke that he knew so well, you know, how her daughter really is going to improve. That's going to make... I mean, obviously it's going to be a good relationship, but at the same time, that's just going to make things so much more awkward. Oh, you're the one assigned to direct the Minor's office? Your office is on the first basement. Take the east elevator in the back, and the room is around basement? Hang on a second. Yeah, a basement? She's going to be working in the basement. Oh my god, that's awful. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with this. I mean, you would want to appeal to the, you know, the general public and the media as much as possible. So, yeah, of course, that'll be, like, expected. Yeah, a little bit different to what we thought, though. God. Basement? Oh. What's the meaning of this? The meaning is you are going to be in a very interesting workplace, let's just say that. I have no particular objections to working in a damp, dim, musty place. Oh, you don't have objections now. And I mean, you can think this, but at the same time, that is going to make working so much more difficult, even if it was depressing. But somehow that seemed odd. Since this is the public relations office, our main responsibility is to respond to various media reports and provide information to the general public. Yeah, it is actually really quite weird that you're working in a basement. Oh my god, working in a basement, that must be really weird. I would not like that, no way. This is the police organisation with the most reason to come into contact with the public. So what? Yeah. Yeah, so why was the workplace such a peace law? Yeah, plus the security is unusually strict. I gently turned my gaze up towards the ceiling. There was a surveillance camera pointed right this way. Yeah, interesting that. It's very secretive, this, I'd assume. Plus... Alright. I suddenly noticed a door in the middle of the hallway, leading to an emergency staircase, and tried turning the knob. It was locked from the other side. Which meant that the corner of this first floor basement could only be reached through the elevator I just rode. That's actually really quite interesting, because you imagine if this could potentially be like, you know, where the mounted dogs actually are. I mean, that's very unlikely, but still. Like the police mounted dogs. I tried to discover it with an outlandish metaphor, but it actually, it actually felt exactly right. So I could literally chase the thoughts away. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that must be fucking creepy. Yeah. Oh, nice one. Yeah, that's a relief. Before long, I found a plate on the door near the end of the hallway that read Public Relations Office, so I caught my breath. Then, after confirming that a light was on inside, I knocked and then opened the door. Whoa. Oh my god, wait, hang on a second. So is this like, this basement really, really detailed just in terms of how many files there are? I mean, and you know, how much work there is. I mean, if it's anything like the picture that we're being shown, fucking hell. It's definitely going to be really quite suitable. The moment I stepped inside, an odour like walking into a library tickled my nose. Oh, interesting that, yeah. There were tall bookshelves lined up in rows, as far as the eye could see. Oh my god! Jesus Christ, it's like an endless library. And they were packed with files and books. Wow. This is the Public Relations Office. I mean, if you are in a room that's obviously fully, you know, that all of the files have full, you know, relationships to what your job actually deals with, you know you are in high ranks. My god. I guess the volume of books that made it easy to state this place for a reference room. Yeah, my god, definitely, yeah. The spine of each file contained a date and prefecture name along with their own number. Yeah. And then... Oh. After squeezing through the narrow gap between the bookcases and reaching the back... Oh my god, there's a narrow gap! Wow, god, you can really tell how filled it is. I found myself in a slightly open area. There were several office desks and a reception area. And a long sofa with somebody sleeping on it with a blanket over his head, snoring. Oh my god. Excuse me, wait, what? Oh! Just as I approached to call out to him, I suddenly held my nose at the intense stench. Oh god. At least it's not blood, that's what you know, my first instinct tells me. I mean, especially because this is Higurashi, it wouldn't surprise me. And the smell of cigarettes, coffee and alcohol was emanating from his entire body. There was also a mix of body odour hidden with cologne in there, and it was foul. Oh my god, hang on a second, is this mine? Oh my god, he's definitely not getting the best impression to Tomoe if this is him. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Oh my god, yeah, airflow! Oh my god, hang on a second, is this going to be really, really hot? Where is the air conditioner? I held my breath to avoid inhaling the odour that was making me teary-eyed. Holy fuck, that is disgusting. I looked around for any signs of ventilation. That's actually really quite funny. Only the most disgusting people... I mean, I've heard about some people that they don't shower and they just, you know, completely vaporize their body in perfume. You are so lucky. Oh my god. Then I found an air conditioner near the wall, turned it up to the max and finally took a breath. I thought I was gonna die. Oh my god, fair enough. You should just try doing... Tomoe would definitely be a good person to work in a brewery. Alcohol brewery. That's Minor? Oh my god, Minor. You need to, you know, like... If you're going to have somebody that's new coming to your, you know, public relations office, I think you should probably try and put on more of an act. Oh, yeah. Yeah, perhaps due to the loud mechanical noise, the man sleeping on the sofa had woken up and began fixing his messy hair. He's definitely some... I mean, I think that actually shows that he's definitely... Let's just say he doesn't really go home. He dedicates himself only to the workplace. Hey, wait. Oh my god, those small white specks scattered all around. Is that dandruff or what else is it gonna be? Oh my god, I could just imagine Tomoe, you know, as a girl, finding that so disgusting. Oh my god, this is genuinely so funny. He doesn't know that Tomoe, you know, completely new worker. He has no clue who this is. Who is it? Coming this early in the morning. Early in the morning, it's past 1 p.m. Oh yeah, fair enough. I knew I was just a stranger, but I couldn't help but chime in. There's no way you can describe it as early morning when it's past noon. I mean, if that's early morning, then this guy probably gets up at 10 p.m, let's be honest. Then after hearing that, he checks his wristwatch and lets out a big yawn while fixing his hair once more. What's the Don't spread any more dandruff. So I was checking with a completely different fear from before, but still, I remember the common sense of male-dominated society and somehow held back my desire to flee. Well, fleeing doesn't get you the ranks, sadly. It's brutal, but true. And then I cleared my throat, adjusted myself, and turned towards him with some distance between us. Oh my god, I feel bad for Tomoe. You could just hear the, you know, audible irritation in her voice just because of, you know, how disgusting the situation is. Love how peaceful the Matsuri Yost is. To be honest, I really like the advanced... Sorry, answer arc. Oh my god. I'm so used to saying advanced stories that I say that instead of... I said that instead of answer arcs accidentally. I really like the answer arcs, but I think Matsuri music really just gives you more of a relaxed and positive feel, to be honest. Sometimes I think it has a little bit more... Answer arcs have more peace, whereas I think Matsuri Yost has a little bit more life. But obviously, answer arcs are so fucking peaceful. They're brilliant though. All of them are brilliant. Question arcs too. Question arcs are more fun. Like, I think obviously the happy songs. They're also more action packed. They do everything really well. I was transferred here from Kakiuchi Station in Aichi Prefecture. It's nice to meet you. Alright, I did hear some... I did hear about someone coming today. Oh my god. Here is where shit gets changed, let's just say that. Tomoe. I held back the urge just to tell him I just said it and repeated my name again. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Oh, damn. Yeah, as soon as he heard that, he looked back at me with his eyes open wide. Then he yawned again and stretched in a completely rude manner and stood up while cracking his neck. Oh my god. Huh? You look familiar. Oh, interesting. It looked like he was somebody I met face to face in the past few months. Oh, so it must be...
前の室長ですよね。
Excuse me, are you about the mine?
なんだ
What's that?
もう忘れたのか俺の顔。
Oh, you've already forgotten my face. That's actually really quite funny. I mean, he can't really talk. He didn't recognise, Tomoe from the sound of her voice. Yeah, and obviously he would have looked at Tomoe when, the greeting first happened and not recognising her. But yeah. That's actually quite surprising that they've met before.
いえ
Oh, no. Yeah, just try and mask it. I mean, he is a director. He probably has some... I mean, if he's a director, he definitely has some experience in, a field like detective work, I'd assume. I'm muttering to myself that it would have been better if I had forgotten while squinting my eyes. I'm certain that the Mine-san I met at my previous interview was a far more dignified looking human being. Oh, that's actually really quite funny. You see this person, you see a guy, he's posed for the interview, posed for, looking good to the company and, well, not company, but like police force and everything. And yeah, then you see what he's looked like when he doesn't try and look good. He gave the impression of a capable man dressed in a nice suit, worthy of the true title elite. But now this was a little more... Oh my god, like an unshaven old man dressed in a dirty tracksuit.
とにかく着任のご承認を いただけますでしょうか。
Anyway, would you please give me your authorization for my new post?
ああ
Sure.
やっと
I love that he's just not even trying to hide his fatigue. After saying that, Mine-san gently walked to me and casually grabbed the transfer letter I was holding out. Oh, right. Oh, damn. And then he pulled a stamp from a drawer that was probably at his desk and stamped it in the approval column without even checking the contents and left the document there. I mean, to be honest, I think he probably knows Tomoe, and obviously, the fact that she's mean-eyed. Yeah, she probably just has...
それで
So which desk is mine?
私の机はどれで
That's
しょう
actually
か。
really quite surprising. I mean, we've heard the stories about, him being a brilliant worker, and yet now he's not even bothering to check the contents. I mean, what if, for example, this is just somebody pretending to be Tomoe? I mean, obviously, they've seen each other before, so that can't be the case, but, still. He probably knows from Yamaoki as well. I mean, yeah, it's not just like Yamaoki's not going to tell him that somebody new is transferring to his department.
Ah, そこにある机どれでも使え。
Oh, that's nice. You can choose your desk. Right, you can use any desk you like over
全部
there.
空き机だから。
They're all unoccupied. Oh my god, wait, hang on a second. Is it just going to be
全
Tomoe?
部開
alone?
けて。って、じゃあ広報室って私と前野さん2人だけなんですか？
All unoccupied, Mine-san. Are you telling me you and I are the only two people in the public relations
い
office?
やいや、他の連中はみんな2階の広報ルームだ。
That would have actually been really quite weird, especially because, public relations is really important. No, everyone else is stationed in the public relations room on the second
こ
floor.
の部屋で働くのが俺とお前というわけだ。
Oh, you and I are the only ones working in this room.
室長直属だ。嬉しいだろ。
You're writing directly under the director, isn't that great? Well, it depends who you ask. Great for him, not so great for her. Especially if she makes a mistake. Extremely. You definitely sound it. Definitely. Not at all. Yeah, oh my god, yeah, definitely, yeah. Interesting, yeah, I suppose so. On paper, it sounds nice to be working directly with your boss, but basically that means I'm being treated as personal secretary, and this treatment was completely unexpected, was making me dizzy. Yeah, that definitely wasn't, said on the job description. There's nothing to enjoy about this. Not at all.
さて、
Now then,
俺はちょいと出てくる。
I have a little something to take care of.
見ないだったな。
Me and I, was it?
お前、明日朝までにあの資料を清書しておいてくれ。
You're straight into work, yeah. I need you to make a clean copy of that material by tomorrow morning. Huh? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Don't tell me that Minor is the type of boss to, you know, just get all of the work that he doesn't like, all the dirty work to do, you know, lower rank people do. Oh, God, a towering power document sat on the desk in the direction Minor's arm pointed. It was a tremendous volume. Oh my God, did he expect me to get through that in a single day's work? What is it? Are you not confident in your writing? I mean, I think she's been set a little bit too much. Holy shit. Oh my God. So she's going to have to rewrite everything in those, you know, a huge pile of documents. I feel bad. I really feel bad. Oh my God, it's in Japanese as well. You're probably going to have to do so many more strokes. Especially with kanji and stuff like that. God, that. I couldn't imagine how painful that would be. By tomorrow morning, then. I love that she doesn't even try and defy it whatsoever. Relying on you. See you then. Yeah, I wonder what he's got planned. Yeah, good question. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, wow. I've heard so many good things about him. I'm so surprised he's this lazy. Holy shit. He's literally sobering up while on work. Oh, where are you actually going? Shinjuku. Oh my God, that's even worse. Oh God, I feel bad for Tomoe. What? I was too stunned to say anything as Minor-san left the room, still dressed in his tracksuit. Yeah, and then I was the only one left behind in this messy room. Yeah, I think messy is a key way to, you know, describe it. Don't give me this bullshit. Oh my God, yeah, understandable. Yeah, I was ready to scream out, full of rage, but I swallowed this. Yeah, don't scream out, you will get fired. Somehow, rather than thinking this was an elaborate joke, my intuition told me that this must be a test Minor-san set out for me. Oh yeah, understandable. But at the same time, firstly, he is drunk. Secondly, he's stinking of alcohol, stinking of cigarettes. Yeah, I think that may actually be likely. But at the same time, I suppose this will be like a, you know, assessment of Tomoe's, you know, her independent work ethic, really. Alright. Oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. So she's actually going to try hard and speed write these. I feel so bad. I claimed one of the desks and took a seat, then began looking through the pile of papers. So be it. Just watch me. Oh, I find it really quite funny, yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely prove to him that I'm not some weakling who loses motivation or something like this. I mean, even though it's a horrible and shit task, it will definitely, you know, make you feel a little bit more confident and, make, you know, Minor feel just a little bit more confident about her work ethic and how good she is. Like, hello, Luz! Now we're going to see not only her thumbs completely dying, but secondly, her hands becoming so sweaty that she can barely grip the pen. But oh. Those eyes really do look exactly the same. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's interesting that he was just, you know, staring at her wide-eyed. Like father, like daughter, after all. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so... Yeah. I really wonder how, you know, Minor's connection with Tomoe's father is actually going to affect their, you know, work relationship. It's probably gonna, you know, they're probably gonna have more respect. Right, real name Tomoe. Fragment 24. Right, I wonder what this is gonna be. Hey, Minai! Oh, it looks like, I suppose the test has been done. I wonder if she's actually been able to, you know, complete her task. Hey, Minai. Have you finished the materials on that case yet? Oh my god! Seeing Tomoe in an outfit that, you know, obviously isn't the one that she usually has. This just feels like a cursed image. I'm not even joking.
こちらになります。
Here you are. Tomoe had just finished assembling some paperwork and clipped it all together before presenting it to Mino. Yeah, interesting that. Yeah, she definitely is proving that, you know, she's as good as possible, you know, completely organising it. Yeah, nice one. He flipped through it and perused the contents and lightly nodded and stamped the cover.
問題ない。ご苦労さん。
No problem, sir. Thank you for your work.
しかしお前の字はなかなかに達筆だな。
But I must say your handwriting is rather good.
女性が書く文字ってのは総じて線が細いもんだと思っていたが、まるで彫り込んだみたいにはっきりしていて読みやすい。
I'm used to having documents written by women having thin lines, but your penmanship is clear and easy to read, like it's engraved on the paper. That's good.
それ褒め殺しですか？
Is that a backhanded compliment?
なんか男の人みたいにガサツだって言われている気がするんですけど。
Oh my god! Oh yeah, never call Tomoe manly. Never!
いや、そんなことないぞ。
No, that's not it at all.
少なくとも俺の半象形文字よりは読みやすいからな。
At the very least, it's far easier to read than my half hieroglyphic scribbles. Oh my god.
そんなわけだから、これからも清書係。
Oh god, Tomoe does not know what she's, you know, signed herself up to. That's why I look forward to you handling copywriting in the future.
調子いいんだからもう。
Oh, I'm actually quite surprised that she's, you know, not completely pissed off about that. Tomoe responded with a smile and laugh, and then immediately spread open another file and began working on her next task. Oh god. She had a fast pace while doing clerical work, and on top of that she was able to grasp written material very quickly. Yeah, that's really quite good. She has, you know, really fast handwriting, and yeah, it's neat. My handwriting is very fast, but it's fucking awful. Oh my god, that's so relatable about, you know, half hieroglyphics in Japanese. Like, if you ever try and write Japanese text, especially if you make mistakes and then, you know, scribble out kanji, it's really quite annoying because the scribbled out things, it looks, some kanji, like, they have so little space in between, like, all of the strokes that it's really hard to distinguish between what's crossed out and what is, like, an actual character. It's so annoying, that. Thanks to that, the time spent preparing documents for submission was significantly reduced, and the stagnant office work was progressing far faster than before. Oh yeah, that's really quite good, yeah. He has less workload.
あの時はまさか本当に仕上げてくるとは思わなかった。
But there's no way I could have expected her to finish the work that I gave her back then. Mine that were called a week ago when he left Tomoe some work to do and headed out. Oh yeah, that's that, yeah. Wonder what he actually did. Oh my god. Even though she was halfway to exhaustion and had dark circles under her eyes, her pupils were full of a fierce light that left quite the impression on him when she presented him with that stack of material. Oh yeah, because that probably would have reminded, you know, him of her father. After giving that order, he went to an off-track horse riding facility in Shinjuku. Oh my god, so he was genuinely telling the truth about going to Shinjuku. That was quite funny. Then he went home, changed his clothes, attended some meetings, and finally returned to the office around 3 a.m. What the fuck, is she still working? Thanks for all the hard work. Oh my god. Jesus. Ah, yeah. She is on caffeine. Holy shit. Alone in that large room, Tomoe raised her head and turned towards Mino with a pile of paper cups on her desk, giving off the smell of coffee.
Oh, お疲れさん。
Oh, thank you, you too.
配属初日は定時上がりが基本だぞ。
It's your first day on the job, so why not start things out by leaving on time?
仕事片付けるまで上がれませんから。
I can't leave until the work's done.
それに事件資料を自宅に持ち帰るわけにはいきま
That's
せん。
understandable, but at the same time, you could just do it the next day. And I can't take the case files home with me.
真面目だね。
Yeah, how diligent. No, I agree. I mean, yeah. A little bit idiotic in terms of just like, you know, not getting enough sleep for the day. What's going to happen next, but yeah. My god. Oh my god, that must be so difficult, like being exhausted, running on caffeine, and also having to, you know, copy out things. God, hang on a second. So we probably had meetings until, I don't know, kind of depends on how long it'd take for him to get from, you know, meeting places to the office, maybe like an hour, maybe half an hour, something like that. But still, he was definitely doing meetings past midnight. I mean, that's really quite surprising. Despite Mino's teasing, he walked into the room expecting she'd still be. Oh, interesting. Yeah, definitely. And I think that's just because, you know, of his impression of Yusuke. At the very least, he got the impression from their previous interview that she wasn't the one to set work aside half complete. Oh, no, definitely not. Or to head home without first reporting to her boss. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, yeah, she really does have correct instincts then. Well, she's passed the first test. And... my god, the documents are all done. Jesus. Here, please give them a look. Oh my god. He accepted the 2 large volumes of documents and quickly scanned through the contents. Yeah, definitely, yeah. And then Mino uttered a groan of astonishment. That really just shows her bloody dedication. I mean, my god, that's insane. She really did it. If she had finished by first thing in the morning, it would have been a great accomplishment. Yeah, my god. And yet she's finished, like, you know, yeah. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah. And even if she hadn't finished it all by then, Mino would have still given her a passing score. Oh, but Tomoe had finished the work this early without even knowing if he'd be coming back or not. Oh my god, yeah, definitely. I mean, that just really shows, like, she doesn't even care if the person's actually there or not. You know, she will do the work. She's probably factoring in time to incorporate feedback and corrections from her boss. Yeah, I wonder. And what's more, the content itself was nearly perfect. Nearly? No, but at the same time, that's fucking insane. Oh my god. He is a brutal boss. I mean, at the same time, though, he's really going to get a clear ability of just how good and how able Tomoe is from this. But, like, my god, yeah, that is brutal, though. Mino was certain she'd be valuable here. Oh, yeah, definitely, I couldn't agree more. When would Tomoe not be valuable? Somebody with extreme pride in their work as a detective would have seen writing copy as an insult or punishment and wouldn't have had any motivation to carry it out. Yeah, no, I found that really quite interesting. I mean, Tomoe, you know, from this time, she's had a really, really big image of, you know, justice from Yamaoki and what actually should happen. They just copy the words as written without even reading the context. Oh yeah. It's a test of patience more than anything. I remember there was this time we had a teacher that couldn't be bothered to teach us, so he just made us copy the textbook. I spent like 100 minutes, maybe like 90 copying out a textbook. It was fucking awful. But Tomoe carefully scrutinised it by reading the surrounding context, so even the poorly scribbled notes were transcribed accurately. Jesus. That really is nuts. I mean, yeah, I never really... To be honest, at that point, I was just like, you know, get it all copied. Don't even take in what's on the page. Just fucking copy everything you see. It's not just about having an earnest or hard-working personality. It's something impossible to do without strong pride and belief in your work. Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, if you had loads of demotivation, you would have seen, you know, a task as obviously demotivating as that as something that, you know, it'd be so much of a hurdle that you couldn't get over it. No way. So how is it?
どうでしょうか?
Ah, これでいい.
Right, this is good.
ご苦労だったな.
Yeah, I appreciate all the effort you put into this.
ありがとうございます。
Oh my god, she sounds really quite relieved, yeah.
それでは
Then with this,
私はこれで。
見ない警部。
She was read to me now. Oh yeah, she's probably just instantly trying to, yeah, Tomoe rested to her feet, and Minos smiled and pointed at the back door to the left. It was a reward he had personally prepared in case she passed the test.
あの奥にある部屋は仮眠室になっている。
Oh my god, yeah, the room back there is a nap room.
少し
Fair
寝ていけ。
enough, yeah. Oh my god, trying to get a little sleep.
心配するな。お前用に片付けてある。
Don't worry, I cleaned it out for you.
中からも施錠できるし、変な匂いもしないはずだ。
You can lock it from the inside and it shouldn't have that weird stench in there.
前野さん。
Holy fuck, hang on a second, I forgot about that weird stench. I mean, obviously she would have had the air conditioning on, but like, still.
明日も早い。以後もしっかりな。
Oh my god, we're starting bright and early tomorrow too, so please, so be ready moving forward. That's actually really quite surprising. So, yeah, even though she's had such a brutal and tiring day at work, she's still gonna, you know, have to be in really quite high spirits for tomorrow. I mean, my god, this is a job that requires no sleep. Well, no sleep is an essential. After saying that, Minor began to leave the room with the files in hand. As he turned away, he could see Tomoe's reflection in the glass of the door, deeply bowing down.
Yeah,
really shows the respect.
くりだ。
Oh, yeah, I knew it. They're exactly the same. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. And Minor mutters that to himself and raised his hand as he left the area. It seemed like securing the nap room was going to be a difficult task in the future. Even so, that thought made him happy instead. That's actually really quite funny. It's just because Tomoe is going to be in there so much. Wonder where this is going to be. Oh, and today marked 1 week since that day. Yeah, it seemed like Tomoe had already become completely familiar with the public relations office. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, she really does sound like a fast learner. Yeah, she brought in her own coffee maker. Ah, for odor mitigation. I might have tossed for mine one after another, clearing the place up without any hesitation. That's really good. I mean, my god, just because of the amount of, you know, files. I mean, like, a little, it's like a library in here. I don't even want to imagine how much she must have to, you know, clear up. They can obviously be put on the shelves or just, I don't know, given to whoever it's needed to be given to. It's true that she wasn't intimately familiar with public relations, so she sometimes made mistakes and, oh yeah, I had to be careful about certain things. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's only a week in, so of course. But she listened obediently and always paid attention in order to avoid making the same mistake twice. Oh yeah, good. And since she never missed her interim reports, as a boss, he was never left with peace of mind. Oh yeah, fair.
大したもんだよ。
Oh yes, it's something else. I think it's just so good that not only, you know, I think it's just so good because obviously he had such a connection with Tomoe's father, so it's just really, really nice of him to sort of see how well, you know, his daughter was doing. Of course, as somebody who had been working as a detective until now, she still had her regrets and lingering attachments. Yeah, and even if she never said it, it was easy to imagine she was baffled by the transfer. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. But even so, Tomoe never overlooked anything or showed any signs of laziness. Yeah, I do find it really quite interesting because obviously with the whole, you know, shifting that happened, I mean, obviously at first she was so sad about it and she really hated it, but at the same time I think it was just thanks to Hanyu and especially, like, I think, what was it? I mean, obviously she became more and more convinced that the job would be good, but my impression of, you know, mine or going to public relations officer, they're just a little bit mixed in with Tomoe's ones. So I think Tomoe is at the end of Toki Higushi. No, I can't remember. I'll just look at it again because I'm kind of getting the two stories confused. Alright, so we never really... Wait. Oh yeah, it's just because... No, it's just because I think she gradually had a belief that, you know, it doesn't really matter what she's doing as long as the sense of justice is achieved, you know, things can work. And yeah, as a result of that, she completely changed her things just in the pursuit of, you know, justice, really. And then obviously we have the what was it? The contributions to the police research science that she did with her investigation techniques. But yeah, obviously we haven't seen them yet in this part of the timeline. Oh, he was left with peace of mind. Why did I read he was never left with peace of mind? Oh my god. That's so good. In fact, she was enthusiastically working in her current role, treating it as something new to try out. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. I mean, she kind of has to, and secondly, yeah. That's the best thing she can do, really. With all that dedication, he was frankly impressed by her ambitious personality. Oh yeah, definitely. And I think it's just amazing that even though, I mean, obviously it is policing, that is the field that she wants to do, and obviously she wants to, you know, advance as much as possible. But it's just so surprising because, like, even though she saw, you know, how good the job could potentially be in the end, at first she really wasn't enthusiastic in going to. So to think, like, a job that she isn't fully enthusiastic to go to, trying this hard, I mean, it really is impressive. Oh, a letter came for you. A letter came for you.
手紙?
A letter? Yeah, hang on a second. I wonder who's actually going to be writing to her.
祖母からですね.
Oh, it must be from my grandma. Oh yeah, that's fair enough because I think it was because of the Hinamizawa case that she didn't actually have time to, you know, see her grandmother. After saying that, Tomoe took the letter from Mayano, checked the sender on the back. Oh, and nodded as if to say I knew it. And when she opened it, one slip of paper and several sheets of stationery came from inside. Stationery? What is that?
保険の徴収票です.
Is an insurance collection stop? Right.
もうすぐ年末調整なので送ってもらったのですが、自宅だと受け取るタイミングが分かりづらくて。
Oh, I had it sent to me because year-end adjustments are coming up soon, but it was hard to guess when I'd actually be home to receive it. What is that? Insurance collection stop? I don't really get anything. Oh my god, she could actually get in quite a lot of trouble for doing that, but nah, I think because of how much Mino actually likes Tomoe, yeah, she can abuse her privileges just a little bit. Please forgive me for using the workplace and mail system for my personal business. No, it's fine.
確かに最近泊まり込みの連続だしな。俺にも責任がある。
Oh my god, yeah, definitely. He can't really say anything, you know, bad about that. It's certainly true that you've been staying here overnight these days, and I'm the one responsible for that. But more importantly, Mino suddenly asked a quick question when he noticed the destination line on the envelope.
別に名前をひらがなで書かなくても間違えたりはしないのにな。
Oh. You shouldn't have to write your name in hiragana like that. I don't think anyone was mistaken. Yeah, I wonder what the kanji for her name actually is.
巴って字が読めないやつなんてそんなにいないぞ。
I can't imagine that there are many people who don't know Tomoe is the reading for that kanji.
あ、違います。
Oh, that's not it.
私の本名、実はひらがな書きなんです。
Oh. My real name is actually written in hiragana. That's weird.
だから学生時代は南井智恵ってひらがなで書いていました。
Wow. Back when I was in school, I always read Tomoe in hiragana.
漢字の智恵に変えたのは警察学校に
Oh
入って
yeah,
か
fair
ら
enough.
です。
Yeah, because obviously not writing it in the most, I suppose, sophisticated format is a little bit unprofessional. But still, it was only after I entered the police academy that I switched to writing it in kanji.
そうなのか。
I see.
しかし、なんで親からもらった名前を変えたんだ？
Yeah. Don't really understand that either. But why would you switch from the name your parents gave you?
ああ、いや。この質問は僭越だったな。
Oh my god, yeah, fair enough. Just because of, her parents. Yeah. Thinking he was prying too deep into personal territory. Oh yeah, that too, yeah. Minor raised his hands and said sorry, intending to cut off the line of the conversation. Oh, whatever. Tomoe thought for a moment and then slowly shook her head and interrupted him. That's actually really quite funny. She doesn't care whatsoever.
警察学校を受験するとき、祖母が教えてくれたんです。
Back when I was taking the police academy entrance exam, my grandma told me.
私の父は本当は私の名前を漢字の智恵にしたかったんだって。
Oh, interesting. So obviously she did it as a personal preference beforehand, but yeah, that's why. Interesting. She didn't even know that. I'm sure she would. The second she realizes that, of course she would have done it. Yeah, my father wanted my name to be written with the kanji for
源平
Tomoe.
合戦に出てくる女豪傑の巴御前にあやかったそうです。
I was apparently named after the female hero from the Genpei War, Tomoe, Gozen Tomoe. Oh. Look. It's a female samurai, apparently. Oh god, that art. That really is unusual. Female samurai that thousands have feared. Wow. Yeah, that's actually quite funny. Tomoe is definitely, I mean, the Tomoe that we know, obviously, she is fucking cool. So, yeah, fits. One of the generals serving under Genji was, yeah, that's the person's name that I just saw, was Minamoto no Yoshinaka, and his wife was Gozen Tomoe. Oh, right. They say she even dressed in armor and wielded a long sword to fight her foes. Yeah, definitely, and it's really quite surprising, especially in that time. I would have thought equality would be really fucking bad. Oh, yeah, I like that. So we wanted his firstborn daughter to be a woman with a strong will and a courageous heart. I wonder where Madoka came from. Yeah, and that's why her father decided to name his daughter Tomoe. Oh, interesting.
お母さんはそれに反対だったみたいですね。
But it seems Mum didn't like that
勇
idea.
ましい女の子より可愛い女の子に育ってもらいたいって。
Well, her mother definitely hasn't won. By the way, we've heard like nothing about Tomoe's mother. Like seriously. And obviously Madoka's as well. She wanted me to grow up as a cute girl rather than a heroic one.
学校の友達にも読みやすい名前の方がきっと変なあだ名もつけられなくていいはずだと。
Fair enough, actually. Plus, they felt it was better to have a name that was easy for school friends to read, one that wouldn't be inviting any weird nicknames.
だからひらがな書きになったんですよ。
Right. Yeah, interesting that. So they started it on writing it in hiragana. Yeah. So I'm assuming Genji is like... Genji is either a place in Japan or... Genji Monogatari? Oh, the Tale of Genji, yeah. That's really cool though. It's the same with her sister Madoka. Oh. In fact, he wanted to use the kanji for yen when... I thought maru is like yen. Well, hang on a sec, what is... Yeah, maru is round, isn't it? Yeah, maru means round. Yeah. Yeah, so ma, I'd assume is well. In fact, he wanted to use the kanji for yen when writing her name since it came from her mother's name. Oh, right. Even if those were trivial considerations, Tomoe could tell how much her parents loved her and felt deeply grateful. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think it's really quite nice. I mean, they are trivial considerations at the same time, but yeah, they're definitely going to affect a lot of her future. Fucking hell.
今の私に必要なのは優しさでも女らしさでもない。
Still, what I need right now is not kindness nor femininity.
強い意志と勇気、そして父さんの意志を継ぐことなんだ。
It's a strong will and courage in fulfilling my father's dying wish. Yeah, that's actually really quite interesting. I suppose the dying wish would be not only to, find whatever the hell's happened in Kakuuchi Airport, but secondly to, just have her become the best daughter she could possibly be. Oh, I completely misinterpreted that. Yeah, and that's why Tomoe changed her name to be the one her father gave her. Yeah, it was proof of her determination. Yeah, fair enough. And in a sense, it was like a ritual for hammering an indomitable woman to herself.
Nobumi-san らしいね。
Oh, so that's just like Nobumi-san. Would you use Nobumi in with yen? Yeah, that's actually really quite interesting. And it's definitely a commitment. If you chose a name that was, intended to be, I don't know, just assigned to you that really, really proves courage, I suppose. I suppose you could say that.
Eh?
Huh?
そういや見ない。
Cause think of it, Mina.
長官官房の官房長が今度お前と話したいって言ってたぞ。
Oh. Jesus, that's such a high rank, though. The Secretariat of the Commissioner is interested in speaking with you. Wait, hang on a second. So was this actually where she shares her investigatory? Is that? Yeah, I suppose that's a word, but.
お前が鹿島大って聞いて OB として激励したいんだったさ。
Oh, yeah, this is where everything begins. Yeah, he wanted to offer you his encouragement as a fellow alum from Kashima University.
官房長がですか?
The Secretariat?
ああ。
Yes.
それでお前に相談があるんだが。
So there's something I'd like to ask you. Ooh, now that is going to be interesting because obviously we know that this is basically one of the biggest pivotal points in Tomoe's life. Right, have we read this one? No, we haven't actually. Drunked boss's true identity. Drunked. Please don't tell me that's... Okay, good. That's just a typo in the, timestamps I was actually looking at. Oh, God, that's good. Right. Wonder what this is going to be. She sounds annoyed. I thought that was the sea. Is this car ambience? Yeah, Busy Road 2. I somehow don't really think that is what I thought it was. Sheesh. I chased my drowsiness away with a can of coffee while driving through a downtown area in the dead of night, dimly lit by the streetlight.
今日は寮に帰って溜まった洗濯物を片付ける予定だったの
Well, that
に
was me thinking there was a possibility she was going to Inamizawa. No, I don't really think she's going to Inamizawa. She's going to deal with her bloody laundry. Or maybe... oh, God. Oh, my God. Hang on a second. Please don't tell me that Tomoe is one of those people that never shower. Running the washing machine in the middle of the night will annoy the neighbours, but I was long overdue for a change of clothes. I suppose it's desperate. Even though I've been working so hard, but I haven't had time to stop at home, and neglecting her hygiene would call her abilities into question. Oh yeah, that's understandable. Yeah. You can't, have anything as trivial as that inhibiting your image and its potential as well. With that in mind, I quickly wrapped up my work and then checked the timetable for the last train as I was about to head home. But unfortunately, I received a call from the bar where my no-san was at. Oh, it was the shopkeeper saying this. Oh my God, that's awful. It was the shopkeeper saying this man has passed out drunk. Please pick him up. Somebody definitely has a pickup problem. I mean, drinking problem. Yeah, he definitely had a hangover when they first met.
いい年して酒に飲まれてるんじゃ
Oh
な
my
いわ
God,
よ
seriously?
あ
Yeah. I need to well to be getting blackout drunk. Come on. Although my no-san himself had apparently asked me for me by name. So maybe I should at least be pleased that he trusts me enough to handle situations like this. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's seen... I think it's not only that, it's, father as well. Or should I scold him for taking advantage of my position? I think you should do both. I was feeling rather conflicted. Well, thinking it over, I noticed a store sign come into view. It's obviously... What is it? Oh my God! Oh, do you respect the Mina? Oh my God, you can just hear in his voice. Holy shit. I thought he was going to sound a little bit worse. I'm surprised he's being so rational, even though this man is literally... I mean, he is probably drunk, like, I don't know, 5 pints or something like that. That's so inconvenient, though. Oh my God. Yeah, I know. Is that really the first thing out of your mouth?
何やってんですかもう
Oh yeah, fair enough. What are you even doing here? I put the car on the side of the road and got out, then rushed over to Mino-san sitting in front of the store with an astonished expression on my face. Oh my God, you are gonna have to deal with angry Tomoe. Good luck. He kind of deserved it, to be honest, but like, still. His suit jacket was laying on the ground, all crumpled up. Oh my God. That's actually really quite surprising. I mean, yeah, somebody is a little bit drunk. Could you imagine if he asked Tomoe to wash his suit jacket? That would make her fucking annoyed. There was no tie around his neck, and his shirt looked shabby too. Oh my God. Yeah, it was like seeing a drunken father. When I thought about how I was going to have to drive him home, a gloomy feeling came over to me, and I wanted to hold my head. Oh yeah, fair enough. I mean, obviously he isn't really going to be that bad, but drunk people, they're fucking irritating, so... Yeah.
こんな遅くにわざわざお迎えなんて痛み入るな。
This guy, he totally sounds... You remember, Kakiyoshi? Sorry. Why did I say Kageboshi? That's what I meant to say. Kageboshi Somayoshi, the Oyashiro-sama prayers. I don't know, his voice just sounds so slow that it kind of sounds similar to the...
ご主人様、そろそろお帰りの時間でございます。 What
the fuck is that laugh? Bartender, it's about time for me to head home. Why is this guy turned into a literal witch? Well, not really a witch, but like a wizard or somebody that has a very cheesy...
バカ言ってないで早く立ってください
You can just visibly hear... No, you can audibly hear how annoyed she is. Don't be stupid. Hurry up and get on your feet
こん
already.
なところに座り込んで陣取ってたらお店の営業妨害です
Yeah, fair. Sitting here like that is a nuisance for this shop.
それにあんまり騒がしいと近くのおまわりさんが来ちゃいますよ
Yeah, I don't really think that would be good. And if you keep making a scene like this, please recall your tears.
やれるもんなら連れて行ってもらおうじゃん
You are a fucking idiot. You are a police officer and you're really high up as well. That'd have very bad consequences on a lot of things. Oh, I dare them to take
警
away.
察官をしょっぴいて恥かいても俺は知らねえからな
Not my problem if I embarrass the police officers who come for me. Yeah, my god, yeah, no, you're definitely the one who should be embarrassed. I was muttering that to myself, but I decided just to say, okay, for the time being. Oh yeah, fair enough, yeah. Trying to treat a drunkard like a sober man is a massive headache waiting to happen. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
大体な
Just who do you think I even
泣
am?
く子も黙る警視正様だぞ
You're all so drunk.
警視総監の次の次の次に偉い階級なんだぞ
Chief of the MPD is the next rank above me, you know? Well, I don't really think that's a good thing to be saying publicly, and I secondly don't think that's a good thing to be, you know, bragging about in a state like this.
偉いのはよくわかっていますからこれ以上警察の威信を下げるような発言は控えてください
Yes, I understand how respectable that is, so please refrain from making any remarks that might harm the dignity of the police
こんなところをマスコミの人とかに嗅ぎつけられたらことですよ
That's true. I mean, it is actually really quite stupid. So he's basically, you know, drunk so much and then he's gone to a shop and, yeah, now he's making a little bit of a scene. Like, fucking hell, it's really dumb. I mean, maybe it's one of the shops where they have, like, a massive cafe and he's just got completely drunk on the alcohol in there. Who knows?
マスコミが怖くてさすが務まるかっての
If you're not afraid of the mass media, you will have your job lost.
逆にこっちが冤罪ふっかけて牢屋にぶち込んでやら
On the other hand, I just charge him with false accusations and toss him in prison. Somehow I don't think that's gonna be...
ダメだこりゃ
yeah, no good, he's getting out of control. I didn't hear a word she said.
ダメだこりゃ始末に終えない
I seriously thought about just leaving him here and going home, but that would just make things difficult in the future, so I let out a deep sigh. Fair enough, yeah. Anyway, I've been working in the public relations office for a while now and had a lot of respect for mine also, but this incident today might be putting an end to that. Oh my god. Yeah, it's actually really quite funny that. I mean, this is really bad on Minor's end, but yeah, that too. Maybe he has to refuse to work any overtime for a while. I mean, that is fair enough. I mean, you know, Tomoe has kinda... She would be able to justify that in the fact that, you know, she has done a favour like this and... Yeah, she doesn't really want to do any more.
そもそもなんでここまでお飲みになられたんです
I'm
か
really quite surprised as well. It's just a weird place to be drinking in a shop. Why were you drinking all the way out here in
絶
the
対
first
慣れ
place?
して俺は酒に強いって前に豪語されていたくせに
Oh god, you bragged before about being good at whining and dining a strong
飲みすぎ
drinker.
るといろんな人に迷惑かかるっておっしゃっていたのは前野さんですよ
Yeah, here you are getting excessively drunk and being a nuisance, mine or something. You would... Tomoe should probably stop, like she said, you know, stop trying to treat him as a sober person. It does not work.
まあまあ警部さん
Oh my god, you know shit is getting brutal when even the shopkeeper is intervening. Come on, Chief Inspector.
今日だけは勘弁してやってくださいな
Please cut him some slack just for today. Oh yeah, fair enough. I mean, this shopkeeper, I feel bad for him. Like, he's, you know, got really quite drunk, and one of his customers has got really quite drunk, and then, well, not a customer, it's not even implied if he's a customer or not, but like, you know, one of the people that's in there has got really quite drunk, and then, you know, the person that's coming to pick him up is making a scene. After saying that, the old man who had been looking after Mino-san until now, apparently the shopkeeper cupped him with a bitter smile on his face and tried to calm me down. I feel bad for this old shopkeeper. Apparently this old man had a close... Oh, yep, everything makes sense now. Yeah.
今日だけって
Just for today,
ですが
but...
前野さんがこんなに酔うのは本当に久しぶりでね
It's been a long time since I've seen Mino-san get this
大体
drunk.
とんでもなく嫌なことがあった時なんですよ
Oh shit. He's generally only like this when something really terrible
これくらい
happens.
のうさばらしは多めに見てやってください
Please have a look at momentary distraction like this.
嫌なこと
Something terrible. Oh.
あ
What's happened? After hearing that, a thought came to me. There was an inquiry meeting the other day in response to an investigation committee report. It was 2 years ago. They just said it was today. Well, the other day. No. It was 2 years ago. There was an incident where a young boy was kidnapped on his way home. Oh, yeah, we already know. And it's actually really quite funny. Obviously, this is a Higurashi, so we're just assuming it's related to Inukai. But no. It may not be. There are a lot of incidents where young boys are kidnapped on their ways home from school, I'd assume. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, but little less specific. As expected, the boy's parents received a call that night demanding ransom. And after making contact with the parents, the police sought an agreement with the mass media to keep the investigation confidential so they could focus their attention on searching for the hostage and arresting the perpetrator. God, I so nearly said that in one breath as well. Fuck. That's sad. That's actually really quite interesting, that. Yeah, fair enough, actually. I suppose if they make the investigation confidential, they firstly won't have the distraction from the mass media and they won't actually have to deal with any potential scandals. However, they couldn't grasp any clues and the culprit disappeared immediately after the ransom was handed over. Oh yeah, definitely. Wait, hang on a second, the ransom was handed over? What? Wait, so... The police got the mounted dogs... Sorry, the police got... Wait, no, hang on a second, so... Let me just think about Himatsubishi. So what happened is, the two... mountain dogs that actually kidnapped Inukai. They obviously tried to get away with him, but the police obviously fought them so much so that they retrieved Inukai, and once that had happened, the mountain dogs just pissed off really. And I think by that time though, the ransom had already been paid, and that's why they didn't obviously try and get the kid back. Like once the police had taken them. I can't remember though. Let's see if I can. See if I can find it online. I mean, it's very unlikely. Yep. Oh my god. That's actually really quite interesting though, yeah. Yeah, interesting that they disappeared immediately. It's really quite funny to think about that, though. The mountain dogs are in Hinami Tower. They haven't disappeared whatsoever. They're still there. On top of that, they never found the young hostage. And the investigation completely stalled. Wait, hang on a second, what? And then, just the other day, 2 years after the incident has passed. Oh, hang on a second, what? This is weird. Oh, so that's really interesting. So, in this, I mean, obviously beforehand, we've not really learned much about it, but we've only learned that, you know, they've returned the boy and then he's been under police custody, so, you know, it was handed over. But then they're suggesting that there could have potentially been a disappearance. I mean, I wonder if this is a timeline difference. That's so weird. So it looks like one of the mountain dogs was actually arrested, by the way. But could you imagine if this is actually the aftermath of Himatsubushi? Like, this person doesn't even... I mean, he's just handed over to his parents, but then, you know, he's potentially been murdered. Jesus. What the fuck? A man arrested for some other misdemeanor confessed to the kidnapping during the questioning. He said he killed the boy immediately after escaping and buried... Jesus Christ, you're going to give this, you know, kid the feeling that he has actually escaped, and then you're going to firstly execute a crime that, you know, hasn't been found, and then... Jesus, man. I mean, I think just because he's actually executed a crime that, you know, it's had so much effort put into it that he hasn't actually been found, I think that really just shows how fucking sick he is, really. And buried him in the graveyard of a temple in Tokyo. Based on that information, investigators headed to the scene and discovered skeletal skeletal remains, just as the subject testified. What? The curtain closed on this 2-year-old incident. Oh my god, I couldn't agree more. That is so fucked. Like, genuinely. Hold up, I just wanna do something real quick. God, that's insane though. So, yeah. Well, that really is fun. Like, you not only kidnap somebody, but then I'm assuming that this guy, he definitely has. Let's just say he definitely has some sort of murderous instincts. Jesus, he was just a fucking child as well. That's the most evil thing. Like, genuinely. Couldn't agree more.
犯人逮捕に時間がかかったのは警察の手落ちと言われても仕方が
There's
な
no
い。
point in arguing that they did. I mean, my god, to think that, you know, obviously it would be really hard to tell that there was a murder that had actually happened, but like, still, it's insane. I mean, my god, there's no point in arguing that the police made an oversight and took too long to catch a culprit.
だが問題になったのは報道協定のタイミングだった。
But what did become an issue was the timing of the press agreement. After that, an investigative committee was assembled, mainly from the personnel department of the National Police Agency, for the sake of finding out the reason they failed to adequately investigate this kidnapping/murder case. Yeah, my god, it is a murder case. I mean, my god. I really wonder what they must have done. I mean, I wonder if this could potentially be like an act of revenge. I mean, obviously it's so... I mean, the mountain dogs are so fucked that human life doesn't even matter, but like... Yeah... Yeah, interesting that. According to their report, nearby residents of the city where the culprit fled to had apparently identified him as a suspicious person very early on. In other words, they were asserting that if information hadn't been blocked by the press agreement, or if the agreement was promptly overturned, it may have been possible to not only arrest the criminal, but to Save the hostage's life too. Jesus. God, that's insane. God. Now that's actually really quite interesting because obviously the press being delayed and, you know, even though they hadn't actually, they'd agreed to make this investigation confidential, the police had. Yeah, not anymore. Obviously when the investigation had finished and, you know, Inukai was rumoured to have returned. God, this really just adds so much of a, it just adds so much of a depth to, you know, how fucking awful the events of Himatsubushi were. I mean, like, my God, I mean, a kidnapping is worse. A kidnapping just because of, you know, them not being happy with the government, well, the damn construction minister is bad enough, but like, Jesus, to kill this person, I mean, my God. He definitely deserves a lot of time in prison. If you find this, you could potentially be digging on the cornerstone of the Mountain Dogs, but then you'll get Tokyo, you'll get them interrupting the investigation, or the Alphabet Project, anything like that. So I don't know if they'd be able to get far. So the mass media. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. And so the mass media criticised the police investigation system, saying their mismanagement of the press agreement is what allowed the criminal to escape. Yeah, it's actually really quite interesting. Is it the police's fault though? And then even amongst the police, it became par the course to blame the person who gave the order, and even a minor son was being singled out as. Oh, at the inquiry meeting as the one who submitted the press agreement to the chief cabinet secretary. Right. Oh yeah, understandable. That must have been really quite hard for him. And yeah, even though he's being a complete fool now, yeah, it's understandable why he would actually do so. Minor son likely enacted the information book early on to prioritise saving the hostage. And delayed the termination of the agreement even after the ransom was delivered in order to avoid psychologically provoking the criminal. Oh yeah, that's actually quite interesting because if you make the press release their news the second after the investigation is finished, maybe the criminal would actually maybe they feel really provoked and they feel really annoyed with the people, and then obviously the ransom that they've actually paid to the damn construction managers, even though it's already been paid, they probably would have just acted out of rage and potentially done this to Inukai. But yeah, it's just horrible to think that there's no way anything could be changed. I mean, Jesus, man, I'm so surprised about this detail. I always just thought that when that's awful though. I mean, it really is, because like the thing is, Minor not only has the feeling of everybody in work and his potential just current job position and reputation especially being a threat here, but also the guilt that his decision to delay the press just so that the criminal wouldn't be just motivated out of rage, it has caused this to happen. I mean, it's really quite insane. He must feel so much guilt. Oh yeah, definitely. He was trying to prioritise that. Yeah. But since this ended in the worst possible outcome, he was facing criticism that he made the wrong decision. I mean, the thing is, he made this decision with all the right thoughts, but it resulted in the wrong outcome. Thinking about how absurd and unreasonable that was, I felt completely disconsolate. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Oh my god, I couldn't agree more. Yeah. Yeah, I do think it is. It is. It's just really unreasonable. I'm assuming disconsolate is... They're running. Oh, yes. Oh, very unhappy and unable to be comforted. It is. I couldn't agree more, yeah. Of course, it wasn't about getting a poor review. Oh god, no. No, it's not just going to be like, I don't know, you go on TripAdvisor, you go on Hotel Trivago, that's an even better one. Give a 1-star review. End off. If you're a really small hotel, then a 1-star review is obviously going to be really quite bad, but if you're a big hotel, then it's just going to be it's just not going to matter whatsoever. I'd like to think I'd learned over the past month that he wasn't the sort of person to care about that. Oh, no, definitely not, yeah. Oh my god, understandable. Jesus, it's not just the, awful act of obviously having killed a child and then, trying to conceive his body, but like, what, conceive? I don't even know what that word means much. I'll just use less complicated word, hide. Yeah, smuggle. Well, obviously that doesn't have the same meaning, but like, smuggle into the gravestone. Oh god, that's rough, yeah. Oh yeah, I find it really quite nice that Tomoe, she finally understands his concerns, so yeah. No more admonishing. Can you stand? After saying that, I tossed my arm behind my Arnold-san's back, and with the help of the shopkeeper, we got him back on his feet. Yeah, and awesome. I find it really quite nice that, obviously, he knows the shopkeeper. Oh my god, poor shopkeeper. He probably must have, had to hear all of his troubles. And poor Minor as well. I mean, being at the centre of that, and obviously, I mean, even though I think it is absurd, them, even though his judgment was made with all the good intentions in mind, like, worst possible outcome happening, even though they were mad at him, and obviously it is quite absurd that they are, they're getting mad at him for, using the best possible precautions, but, yeah, he won't see that. He'll obviously feel bad about himself because of that. Then I opened the passenger side door. The two of us sat him down on the seat, and I went to pick up his suit laying on the ground and wipe the dirt off it. Rather than a wallet, I found his police notebook inside his jacket pocket. Oh, don't read it. Oh my god, definitely not. No, because, I mean, obviously Tomoe's not going to read it because it's confidential information, I'd assume. But, yeah, definitely. That's really irresponsible, but I think that just really shows how, how stressed he is. But, my god, that is... You've got to be kidding me. She's reading it! Oh, and I suddenly... Oh... It's Yusuke! Oh, I'm genuinely surprised. It seemed to be a picture of young Minor-san in his early days as a detective. Oh, that's really quite cool. And... Oh. Yeah. I wasn't wrong. Wow. I mean, my god. That's really quite interesting because, obviously they've had such a big connection, but, they haven't known. Oh my god. Just wait until Tomoe learns about that connection. She's going to be so fucking proud. She really will be. Oh, I like this music. Oh god. Oh my god, there was no way I could mistake my biological father. No way. Yeah. Yeah. It was me and Yusuke. My dad was standing right beside mine or something. Yeah. I think the old man from the store then started my car. The national highways in the downtown area were always packed during the daytime, but the traffic was rather sparse this late in the night. Oh yeah, that's nice, yeah. That's quite good. If things stayed like this, I'd be able to reach my Ano-san's house before dawn. I gripped the steering wheel and carefully watched the traffic lights and oncoming vehicles while driving down the road and took a quick glance at the passenger seat. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. Yeah. My Ano-san was sunken into his seat, snorping. Just sounds like something really weird. Snoring while sleeping soundly. Oh my god, yeah. Oh yeah, understandable, yeah. I figured he'd lose his glasses if he left them on, so pulled them off his face and slipped them into my breast pocket. Oh my god, don't wake him up!
Buddy.
Why is she doing this while driving, by the way? But like, yeah, anyway. See, so that's it. Oh, seeing him without glasses, I felt something connect from deep within my memories. Oh, really? He was always wearing those thick frame glasses, so I never even noticed until now. But I remember meeting this man even before I became a police officer. Yeah, but where on earth was it? Oh, I really wonder if it's something related to her father. Where did I meet my Ano-san? Oh, I wonder. It's got to be something to do with her father, though. Got to be. Oh, that's right, I remember. There was a young detective who sometimes accompanied Dad. Oh my god. Wow, that is a proper connection, though. There was a young detective who sometimes accompanied Dad when he came home after a late night out drinking. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Dad was older than him, but for some reason he consistently addressed this man with honorific speech. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, I always thought that was weird, fair enough, yeah. But at the same time, it's just because they have such a, relationship, really. Oh right, but Mum told me not to ask him too much about his police work when he's at home, so we never knew why that was. Oh, that's actually really quite funny, that. Yeah, and the answer to that, yes. As of today, I finally felt like I understood. Minai-san. That's actually really quite interesting. I wonder what the answer was. I mean, obviously we know that, these people work with each other. I assume that would be a thing that you could say, I suppose. That's actually really quite interesting. I wonder if this is just because, just seeing how great of a man he's became, and yeah. Yeah, suddenly my Ano-san murmured something in his sleep. My Ano-san was older than me and of a higher rank, so we had no reason to. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, definitely. So we had no reason to address me using some. That shows proper respect. Or maybe he's thinking about Yusuke. Yeah, which meant the Minai-san he was referring to was no doubt. It's alright, Minai-san. My god, he's really, that must be so embarrassing when you're really drunk and then you just let your true feelings play out. Oh my god. Oh, that's so nice, because obviously, you know, he has more than good things. It must just be so sweet for Tomoe, but at the same time, definitely something that you can't really tell him that he said. I bet you he's seeing, yeah, he's just so tired, really. He's just like you.
前野さん
I wonder if he's actually seeing, you know, Yusuke, something like that. I don't know. My eyes were getting heated, so I started blinking more than usual. Oh yeah, understandable, yeah. The neon signs of the city shining in through the windshield suddenly started to blur together. Oh my god, that's tricky, because obviously it's really emotional. You can't stop the car, and yeah. Oh my god, that's actually really quite interesting. I mean, yeah, I really wonder. I wonder if we're actually going to get a little bit more information regarding that. Oh crap. Well, it looks like... Right, so it looks like what we're going to do tomorrow, because obviously I don't know, I don't really have much time. I'm a little bit too tired to do anything else. And obviously, sleep does exist. So, yeah, it looks like tomorrow we're going to be playing quite a lot, actually. I need to prepare for, you know, quite a lot. And, yeah. Then the day after, it looks as if we're going to play all of the fragments. Interesting. Right, so, yeah, I'm going to... yeah, I'm gonna go to bed now. Really hope you guys enjoyed this, because yeah, it's actually really quite fun. It's just really interesting learning about, like, you know, the new sort of beginnings with Mino and Tomoe, and it was also really quite cool just you know, obviously seeing the significance of oh my god, Himatsubishi. That was really quite surprising, actually, and you know, just seeing everything, it was really quite cool. So yeah, I'm excited to play tomorrow, and yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. So yeah, see ya.